Hello everybody, here we are, and let's simply continue from where we actually left. So the last time I was sort of trying to deploy, not even deploy, I was sort of trying to run something on the virtual machine, and then that's where we just simply stopped. So let's simply continue from there on and see how many things we can just simply cover this time. Hopefully everything's gonna be done, and just after that we are gonna be just simply calling it as done, considering it as done, and this is how things are gonna be going ahead. So as for right now, thankfully we have good internet connectivity here. So I'm inside temp file right now, and I have just simply installed this particular zip over here. Okay, and I ran this command, so wget, and this was the file, I mean download link that I just got from the Google itself. How I got it, I just simply came here and I just simply clicked on the download button, and as I clicked on the download button, I got that particular request going to the internet to just simply, I mean I just got this particular request that went as soon as I clicked on the download button, and then I got this download link from here. I mean this is how you can just simply get the download link of any template that is provided, that's provided free here on online. Coming back to this one, I have to just simply unzip this. So unzip and space, this one needs to be unzipped, ls it hasn't been unzipped yet. So because unzip is not enough, I'll even have to provide no, it should be sort of unzipped. End of the central found, either of this file is not a zip file or constitutes disk multiple in the latter case central directory zip file cannot be found. Okay, so we cannot unzip the file directly. What's wrong with this? Let me try to download it one more time and see. First of all, I have to actually remove it from here, so remove rf space, and if I just run that same command again, this should be installed. Let's see how it's gonna be going on. Probably it wasn't installed the last time, and because of that thing we faced the issue. Yeah, it wasn't installed well, and because of that thing we were facing the issues. So let's give it some time. Well, it's gonna be taking a lot of time. That's insane. I mean, how much is the, I think the files, they're the big ones, and because of that thing it's taking time. It's gonna actually take a lot of time. In that case, let me just turn on the wired connection as well, and hopefully if I run this command, that way it will be taking less. Or I can do one more thing. Let me see first of all what happens here. Yeah, it's gonna be taking some time. That's exactly what I don't want. So in that case, I don't really have any other option. Probably we can download it directly from here. So okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Everything recursively, and once everything is copied recursively, I have to just simply I have to copy everything, and I have to paste it inside where www.html. So let me do this. Cannot create a regular file, permission denied. Okay, that's fine. So let me write sudo over here. This is done. So if I go to cd and where www/html ls, over here I have all these files. That simply means, what do I have to do next? System ctl restart, or probably reload Apache 2. I'm just simply gonna be reloading it. Of course I need to enter the password, and access denied, authentication failed. Can I just simply restart this password? I'm not sure what is that. I should be able to just simply restart Apache 2. It is still asking me the password. So the password of what? So org free desktop system, this is just simply failed to restart, access denied, systemctl status apache 2. So this is in the running state right now, but I'm not able to restart this for some reason. In that case, I think I should directly be able to access this if I'm not wrong. So if I go to the local host and probably localhost 8080, yeah, I'm able to get this thing anyway. So that's good. We are able to see the results and all, and nothing could be better than this. I mean, this website I did not build this, this is just the template that I got, but overall things, this is not bad, right? I'm not even sure about these images, so this could be that these images are copyrighted and all, so I do not hold any responsibility for it. But ultimately we are able to just simply get the results, and that's what I wanted. And that is it. Once this particular thing is done, that simply means we have gone through all the steps over here. So ultimately there are many templates, you can just simply get them from here, or you can just simply search the free templates online, and things can be used like this. And apart from this particular thing, let's talk about this tag stuff as we are here. So let's simply get it done in one go, that would be better. So if I just simply reload the page, so over here I have this index.js file, and what have I done actually? If I go here, how can we push all the, we will have to push all the branches. So let me just simply exit from here, not even exiting, how many machines are running right now? So Vagrant global status prune, it should be giving me the list of all the machines that are running. So ultimately 2 machines are running. First one is the Ubuntu one, second one is the my Ubuntu one. So let me ls cd into Ubuntu and Vagrant destroy, just simply destroy this machine. So this is done. That simply means if I run this particular command again, so only one machine should be running, still 2 of them are running. Interesting. So what is the ID? 4D. Okay, so I'm inside Ubuntu, Vagrant status not created yet, so it has stopped, that's great. Let me go back to cd my Ubuntu here, ls Vagrant destroy, yes, it will also be shut down. And if I run Vagrant global status prune, so that it doesn't give me the stale information. And right now only one of them, it just simply says that one of them is running, but I'm not even sure whether that's actually running or not. So in that case, Vagrant destroy with the ID of that, and let's see. Yes. Alright, that simply means if I run this particular command right now, no virtual machines are running right now, and that's what I wanted. Apart from this particular thing, right now let's talk about some of the git commands, and then we'll call it here. So cd and where do I have to go? I have to go to the Ubuntu folder, right? So cd Ubuntu ls and cd testdir. So here we have 2 files over here. But the thing is that when it comes to command branches, so we have these branches, main, new and test over here, and I'm inside test right now. So in that, come on, why am I not able to? Okay, that done. I have to push all the branches, so probably I have to push them one by one. That simply means I can do even one thing, git why to push all the branches. I mean, you can push them, that's completely up to you. And the usually command is going to be git branch, git push origin, and that can be test if I'm not wrong. And if you run this, it should be pushed, right? Let's see what's gonna be. Yeah, it is actually pushed. It took some time, but it got done. That simply means if I come back here, if I reload the page, so I should be getting two branches over here. Test contains more files, and the main does not contain those many files. It is even telling me that this branch is two commits ahead of the main one, so I can just simply do one thing, branch check out, branch check out, and I'm gonna be checking out the main branch. Well, that's not really possible. Git branch check out, of course. Now well, that's insane. Git branch git checkout, sorry, git checkout main, and now I'm in the main one, and I wanna merge. So git merge, and I wanna merge test branch. Let's simply run this. It's been merged. If I run ls over here, I have these files. Git push, it will be just simply pushing the main branch. So now my main branch will have the same number of commits. So ultimately this much we are able to do. If I just simply reload this, so test main and things are the same. But right now, talking about the tags, I don't really have any tags, and that's what I'm gonna be working on next. So I'm gonna be creating some tags over here, and for creating the tags we have some of the commands here, so let's simply go through them really quick. So for creating the tags, you can just simply git tag name and the commit, and release for something, you can just simply add the tag message for sure. So git a tag okay, let's do one thing. Git, what is the command actually? Tag add, and probably I hope that's called add, I'm not sure, but suppose version 1.0.0, I mean, is this how it's gonna be? Then I have the message releasing the version 1. Let's simply run this, and what do I have to do now? I have no idea. Git tag this new version, git tag show. I don't have any tags as such, so I can't even. I think I just need to run git tag, and I just have this particular tag got created. So git tag remove, I hope I should be able to remove the tag as well from here. So git tag hi, so git tag. So now I have these two tags. The thing is that how am I supposed to be removing them? Git remove git tag help git tag create list delete. Okay, let's do one thing, quit it. Git help create list delete or verify a tag objective with the signed jpg. Okay, even if I want to create a tag, and we have many commands over here: clone, init, add, move, restore, diff, grep, lock, show status, branch, commit, merge, rebase, ultimately many ones, but ultimately git tag, it should be giving me some commands. If I actually want to add a tag, okay, that's fine. Git tag create lead. Okay, so let me use this, probably it will work. So git tag delete hi, probably I just need to run it like this. So git tag delete has been created. How to remove a tag? How to remove a tag in Git? Not remote tag actually. let's go through this. So ultimately when it comes to deleting the tag, I should be getting something worth using. So git tag -d. Okay, git tag -d. Hi. Okay, now it got deleted. So git tag, now I don't have that, so I have to delete 2 more. So let me quit git tag -d, delete and show these other tags. Git tag, now I don't have any. Okay, apart from this particular thing, now if I want to add the tags, so in that case what do I have to do? How to add a tag? I can even check this thing out here, but git show tag, this is the command, git show tag. As for right now, I don't really have any tag here, so that's right, I don't really have git tag name in commit. That simply means I need to have the tag name. So let's even try this thing out. Git tag append, if I'm not wrong, or add v2.1. v2.0 not v1.0.0. These are the versions, and the commit message needs to be there, right? -m, that's gonna be release v1.0.0. already this sort of it worked, if I'm not wrong. So git tag, this is the tag that I have, and what is the next command that I have to run? Git push origin tag name. Let's see it. Quit git what is the command? Git push origin, and I'm gonna be pushing it with the tag name. The tag name is version 1.0.0. so this is how it is simply gonna be going on, tag and tag name. So ultimately I'm gonna be pushing, so okay, git push origin, that's gonna be a tag, and what is the tag? v1.0.0. so this is how it's gonna be done, and let's simply run this. So ultimately tag is going to be pushed though. That's it. So this is the tag we have, this is the tag number 1, I mean version 1 or something. And even if we want to push all the tags, so we can just simply say git push and tags, and all the tags are gonna be pushed. Having said that, we don't really have them, but overall things are gonna be going on like this. But ultimately we know how the tags are set and all. That is something that matters the most at the end of the day. So if I actually check this thing out, refresh this, so I have one tag over here, and that's the latest one. So if I click on this, this was the tag, this is, I haven't made it as the latest one, so it is just simply giving me this version of it. I can even make it the latest one, and inside this this source code is there. So if I just simply click on this, so I'm gonna be getting the source code that has the files related to that particular tag. So test this one, it has index.nserver.js. okay, that's fine. So it sort of works as expected. Let me remove this and delete this as well. Linux commands, and things are sort of fine. Space signs, delete this. Okay, then we have gone through this. We even know how tags works and all, ultimately how tags are created and deleted and all. And especially if you want to delete the tag, a few more things that I need to have over here. There is this git ultimately, let me have a list of all the commands that I ran. So history. So first of all, I ran this git tag is okay. I can even create them on my own. So git tag just simply shows the list of all the tags. Then you can just simply show a particular version as well. Suppose if I want to say git show version 1.0.0, so well, I'm not inside that particular directory, so ls cd ubuntu machine, ls cd testdir, and if I run the same command one more time, so it is just simply gonna be giving me the differences and all, like what exactly happened in that particular version. That's good. So git show, this is here, git tag and name of, let me make it a bit bigger. Okay, this is how name of tag. Ultimately this is how it is going to be created ultimately, but you don't even want it to be like this, right? By the way, git let me do one thing, Let it be like this. Creates a tag, but not that is sort of right. We can even create a tag. So let me do that. Get a tag latest. Get a tag. So the latest tag I have created over here, and quit git push all the tags. Let me see what's gonna happen here. Excuse me. Hopefully it's gonna be working fine. Alrighty, so latest tag has been pushed. That simply means if I refresh, or yeah, sort of refreshing this stuff. So releases tags, I have got this latest tag over here, and if I click on this, it has this much. So yeah, you can just simply create the tag. You can just simply push it to the GitHub as well. And apart from this particular thing, when it comes to the command, so we have this command, we have git and tag, and ultimately these commands are mentioned over here, so we don't really need to worry about it. v1.0.0 and message is gonna be tag release v1.0.0. I mean, ultimately the name can actually be anything. So this thing we've done over here, you can just simply push all the tags in one go, or you can push git push origin tag, and tag name is gonna be v1.0.0. You can even push the tag like this. So these are the things that we have already gone through. We have already talked about this format versioning, versioning stuff. So great job. So it turns out that a few more things we have over here, and those things are this, like git branch a, that's fine, git remove, git move. Let's talk about these two things and exactly how they are used. So ultimately what happens, we have these commands, like these two files over here, git status, and if I just simply remove any one of them, so what will happen over here, git or even change one of them. So vim index.js, suppose I'm gonna be copying this line and I'm gonna be pasting it a few times just like this, and let me just simply save it over here. So this file actually got changed. So if I say git status over here, it got changed, right? And I didn't even want to discuss about this thing. Let's ignore this. Let me just restore back. So git restore and index.js. What I want to do, suppose we have git copy and git move, right? Git move we have, and move is mainly used for changes the index as well. It is mainly used for renaming, if I'm not wrong. So let me say git move and index.js, and that's gonna be app.js over here. What will happen? Nothing happens. Git status. So ultimately what it is saying, that this particular file was renamed to app.js and it is already staged. So whenever you run the move command or remove command using it, so that automatically gets staged. So you do not need to stage it yourself, because if I move it again myself without git, so app.js is gonna be converted to index.js and git status. So right now it is not staged, so it is simply telling me that this particular file got deleted and this particular file was created, as simple as that. But it is not staged. But when you use git move and also, it automatically gets staged as well. That's the only difference. Of course you can just simply add the stuff, so, or you can just restore the git add, just simply add everything. So git status. Similarly, if you remove git, there's nothing, so git status, yeah, right now there's nothing. Similarly, you can just simply remove it as well. So ls we have index.js. If you use git remove, so it will automatically be staged. So you can just simply, if you don't wanna add everything again, so use git remove and index.js. So it has removed that, and if you check the git status message, it will still say that it got deleted and it is already staged. That simply means you do not need to add this. Of course you will have to commit and all, but ultimately you do not need to stash. It is already not stash actually. You do not need to add this and bring it on the staging state. This is already on the staging state. Sorry, I've been pronouncing it as stash and all. That's not exactly what I meant. Okay, so this is what we've gone through. So almost whatever was here, we've gone through almost everything. There's one last thing remaining, that is going through all these commands that we had. Probably one day we will just simply go through them. As for right now, let's simply consider it done. So we've gone through Vagrant Linux commands, Git, Linux virtual machines, normal introduction. Now I'm gonna be learning more things, and of course we will be talking about all those things. But before that, what is the next thing that is remaining? Let me think of something. Yeah, we needed to talk about Kubernetes. We haven't talked about that yet. So Kubernetes. This was something that we were working, and we were somewhere in the middle. So if I actually go here, so the last time we talked about links, cluster spots, replica sets, deployment and all. Even we tried to write everything on our own. That simply means we should be able to write the things on our own as well. We talked about services, namespaces, and then we had to just simply create a project, and we had to talk about the ingress as well. So how about what time is it? It's already 11:04. So let's simply focus on this thing tomorrow. So tomorrow, first of all, we will focus on this. So ultimately, we will create an application. We will deploy it. We will talk about the things. But for now, I can do one thing. I can write the schema for this, like the configuration. And once the configuration is written, then we'll call it. So what I want to do over here, that inside testd, I'm going to be creating some files. First of all, touch local cluster.yml. This is going to be the first file. Touch, ultimately we have to create many. So second one is going to be pod.ml, and then replicaset.ml, then deployment.ml, and namespace.ml. Ultimately these are the things that we have to create, as simple as that. ls. So this much these are the files that have been created. Let's simply write the configuration in them, and let's see if we can even write the configuration on as well or not. So first of all is gonna be the configuration for the local cluster. So for local cluster, I'm gonna be using kind, and ultimately kind is just gonna be used for creating the local cluster. And how are we gonna be writing the configuration? First of all, what do we want? We want cluster over here. That's fine. What should be the API version of the cluster? The API version of this cluster, if I'm not wrong, I actually wrote this a while back. Even if you forget, that doesn't really matter. But this should ideally be kind.xk. It is io / v4 apache v4 no v1 alpha 4. I hope this is the one. I'll check this thing, by the way, no need to worry about this. How will I check it? I will just simply run this, and it will automatically be checked. And apart from this particular thing, I need to have some roles over here, or I need to have some nodes over here. And first of all, I need to have a control plane over here, and then I need to have a worker. Let's have 3 workers over here. So role worker CV. So I want to have 3 workers and 1 control plane. Let me run this and see if it is right or not. Excuse me. So if I how am I gonna be running? Kind create cluster. Configuration is local cluster ml, and the name of the file is gonna be local. You should be creating it like this. Let me run this, and it turns out first of all, Docker is not running. So I'll have to start. I will have to start KVM as well. First of all, so sudo mod proc. Ignore this particular command. I'm just simply starting KVM kernel here. So AMD module. I think this is the one command. Let me see. Enter the password. Oh, not really. KVM AMD. Mod probe sudo. Could not insert KVM AMD in. Okay, what is the problem then? Probably I need to restart my machine, or what? It should be working. KVM AMD. How about if I try to start the Docker? So Docker desktop start. Will it be started or not? It is telling me that kvm no such file or directory exists, and that's the right thing actually. The question is, let me stop it. In that case, sudo, what was the command anyway? Where do I have the command? That command was somewhat like this. So sudo mod probe. Let me see if I can get that. So sudo mod probe kvm amd. So yeah, this was the command. So why is this not working? First of all, I removed that, then I'm trying to get that back. How about running it from here? Could not insert kvm amd input output error. Okay, in that case I need to restart the terminal. Let's see, just a minute. Node install. I'm not installing the node right now, but there is a command over here. Not this one. Node install on Ubuntu. Probably restarting the terminal will work. I mean, let's see. I'm not sure about this particular thing, but there is a command using source. If I can get it here. Source bash rc. I'm gonna be restarting the bash rc file. So source bash rc file. Will it work? Not sure, but let me give it a try. I'll have to restart my device in that case because I removed the kvm amd kernel, and then I want to get that back. It's not really possible for me to get that back right now. That simply means restarting the device is the only solution. Otherwise, I cannot really I cannot really start a Docker engine. Having said that, I cannot start the Docker desktop, but how about Docker engine? So sudo and Docker images. Yeah, it works. So ultimately Docker engine is gonna be working. Docker desktop is not working. That's fine as well. So ultimately I can go with Docker engine right now. And when I'm actually running this command, so I'm gonna be running with sudo and kind create cluster config, and what is the local cluster is the configuration, but I'm not in that particular folder. So ls cd ubuntu ls cd testdir ls clear everything, sudo and kind create cluster config is gonna be local cluster, name is gonna be local here. That simply run this. It is creating. That simply means the version we had over here, kind xarrays and all, that version is right. So congratulations, we did it right. So ultimately clusters are gonna be created. Then we are gonna be creating the pod and all, and we'll see whether it works or not. So first of all, let's get it done, and after that we will try to create the namespace. So k get a node. We don't have any nodes. K get pods. We don't have any pods. I have to run it with sudo. So let me do one thing. Sudo I exit ls present working directory sudo I and cd gonna be sshing. I'm gonna be going to this particular directory ls. And now as I'm inside this, I should be able to run the commands directly, and sudo root user is here, so it will be just simply using sudo by default. So what I have to do now, and that is once I've done this much, I have to k get pods. I should be getting them. K is not found, so let me just add kubectl get pods. No resources. So ultimately I will have to go with this kubectl, and remaining things are gonna be working as expected. And if I don't want this, so I will have to use sudo over here. So sudo k get pods, and I'm gonna be getting the pods. K is not found. Wow. don't I have k in bash rc ls vim bash rc file. So I do have this alias over here, so why is this not working? Clear everything. Okay, when I'm running this sudo at that time, there is that's the root user, and that is why it is not working. Okay, fine. So for the root user, do I have the bash rc file there? ls a. I do have the bash rc file for the root user. So vi vim dot bash rc, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna undo everything first of all. Let me go at the end, and I'm gonna be adding what? Alias, and that's gonna be k is equal to cube cuttle. That's gonna be the for the root user, and clear everything, even exit the root user. And if I run sudo k get pods, k is not found. Source sudo source bash rc, okay, and let me do one thing, sudo I k get pods, and that makes sense. I can go with this, and I'll even have to go to that particular directory. In that case, cd this was the command that I ran earlier, ls. So k get pods. Now it's working over here. Ultimately, I'm able to use the sort of alias that I created, and kind get clusters. So ultimately I have this local cluster over here, and what do I have to do now? The next thing that I have to do once the cluster is created over here, that is writing the configuration for other one. So probably I want my namespace over here, so let me create namespace. So kind is gonna be what? I want my namespace here. What is gonna be the API version? That's gonna be v1 over here, not this v1, and metadata, right? So metadata, and what's namespace? What's gonna be the namespace? Not even the namespace, actually the name. What is gonna be the name of this namespace? And that's gonna be, suppose we are creating a front-end team. We are creating the namespace for the front-end team. So it's gonna be front-end, or probably DevOps, or full stack. Let's create it like this, or it can actually be front-end, or let's make it full stack. That doesn't really matter. So we've done this. So once this is done, so let me just simply apply this. So k apply, file name is gonna be namespace.ml. Once it is applied, k get so this is the namespace that I have created, full stack. This is not actually attached to any, but I do have that over here. Okay, once this thing is done, let me create a pod that will have the same namespace. So let's see, kind, what do I want? I want a pod. What is the API version? The API version is gonna be sort of version 1, if I'm not wrong. Version of a pod, I think version 1. And metadata, what should be the name of this pod? So that's gonna be, suppose I want to run nginx, so nginx pod, and namespace, what is gonna be the namespace? That's gonna be full stack for now. And anything else? Nothing else as such. Spec, what is gonna be the spec? So ultimately there are gonna be containers inside this particular pod. No, this is sort of replica set. Yeah, this is right. So there are gonna be containers inside the pod, and then I'll have one container running, that's gonna be, name is gonna be, suppose nginx app, and image is gonna be nginx latest. I will check it by running whether it works or not. Ports container, port, and port is gonna be 80. So on this particular port it's gonna be running. It doesn't have any metadata over here, so this pod doesn't have any label. So let me add the label here as well. So labels, app full stack, this is the label it has. Ultimately label doesn't really matter, but you can just simply assign it, completely up to you. Let me try to apply it. ls k apply f pod.ml, right? Created k get pods. Again I'll have to get the pod by the namespace because it is attached to that particular namespace. So namespace, crazy, namespace is full stack. So now we are getting the container, it is still getting created. So let's wait for a while, and we can even execute. So k execute in the interactive mode nginx pod. Why do we want to go inside the container? Now I have written the commands. Okay, I'm inside the pod. As I have written the command, so I'm gonna be going inside that, and that's gonna be full stack. Well, hyphen, again something's wrong. kubectl execute in the interactive mode nginx pod. Full stack hyphen sh. Okay, now we are inside the container. These are the files inside the pod. Sort of, this is actually this is actually a container. So we are inside the container that is wrapped by the pod. So let me exit from here. And by the way, k get pods hyphen n full stack. This is running right now, so that's great. Apart from this particular thing, you can know more about that. So you can describe the pods. Okay, describe pod nginx namespace is gonna be full stack. If you run this, so you will be seeing the label as well that you assigned. So ultimately this is the label. Wow, label is full stack. Yeah, we did the same. This should be front end anyway. Okay, let's not worry about this. We assigned this label, so that's fine. Because mainly we are working on the full front end. It can be full stack as well, but okay, never mind. Exit, not even exit. This much is done. Once the pod is created, we can even delete the pods. Okay, delete pod nginx pod namespace is gonna be full stack, deleted. So now if you try to get pods, even you can just simply enter hyphen capital A over here. That will just simply show you all the pods that are running, but out of them there's none that belongs to the full stack or namespace. I can even say full stack over here, and I'm not getting any. So okay, we have written the configuration for the pod, for the namespace. Namespace is already created. Let me write the configuration for what? Let me write the configuration for replica set first of all, then we'll move to the deployment, and then we'll call it. Okay, so for replica set, what do we do? Replica set. What do we want? We want a replica set. What is the API version for this? I'm not sure, but hopefully this is version 1. And metadata. What is the name of this? This is gonna be nginx replica set rs. Let's name it like this. It doesn't really matter. Namespace. It will have full stack, and replica set itself will not have any label, but it will definitely have the spec. And how many replicas I want? So replicas, I want suppose 2 replicas of nginx, and I have the replica mentioned over here. I can even have the selector. So selector and match labels, on the basis of which label it will be matching. So it will be matching, match labels is gonna be app, and label is what? Suppose label is front end for now. App. Let's see. So app front end is the label over here, and apart from the selector, I will have the template, And when it comes to the template, so the template will have what? That template itself will have the metadata, information about itself. So metadata, and when it comes to the metadata, so there will be name for this particular pod, so that's gonna be nginx pod. And nope, the metadata for the template, but there shouldn't be any name, there should be only labels. So I will have labels over here. When it comes to the labels, app dot front end, this is the label that it will have. And apart from the metadata, it needs to know about the container. So when it comes to the container, that simply means it needs to have the spec, and there are gonna be containers inside this, and there's gonna be one container, the name is gonna be nginx pod, and image is gonna be nginx latest, and ports are gonna be container port, that's gonna be 80. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead. So I have this metadata, spec, replicas. I don't have any service as such right now, so let's not worry about that, but you have created the services as well. Selector, match labels, front end. I'm missing something. What is that? Probably this. So when I created the pod, there should be labels. Replica set, there is already labels. So in that case, probably they need to be assigned like this. Let's see. Let me run this and see whether it works or not. So k apply f rs.ml. There is a problem here. And what is the problem? Resource mapping not found. Nginx rs full stack, no match for replica set in version 1. So version 1 is the problem. Probably it needs to be apps version 1 if I'm not wrong. Apps/version 1. Let me write again. Replica set schema in Kubernetes replica set. So apps view, that should not be app, that should be, that's already right. A replica set, metadata, front end, labels, app, colon. A replica should have the labels too. Really? Labels did this. Okay, let's not worry about this. And then 3 replicas I want, selector, match labels, and this. Then we will have the template, metadata, labels, this spec. We have sort of done this thing that I added at the end. This is not right. And we have template. Inside the template we have the metadata, and we have the spec, containers, images, that's fine. And we have selectors, matched labels, we have match labels, we have this label, we have replica 2, 3. Almost this is right. Let me run this. Replica set in version 1 cannot be handled at replica set JSON, cannot marshal string, go to label selector, spec selector, match labels of the type string. This is the problematic thing. So selector, match labels, so match labels, this is the thing, sorry, I kept them together and that was the problematic thing. So this is how it should be. Alright, let me give it a try one more time, and it has been created right now. So k get rs, and namespace is gonna be full stack. Replica set has been created, and let's talk about the pods. Okay, get pods, namespace is gonna be full stack, One of them has created, one of them is getting created. Let's wait for a while. Why is this taking time? One of them is still getting created. Okay, not really a problem. Okay, both of them are running right now. That simply means it works. What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna be deleting the replica set. So k delete replica set. The replica set name is nginx rs. That belongs to full stack namespace. Done. K get rs full stack namespace. We don't have any. Okay, so we have gone through this. Last thing that we have to do, we have to just simply write the configuration for the deployment. Let's do it really quick. So kind is gonna be deployment, sort of it's gonna be the same. So API version, that's gonna be apps/v1, and meta data name is gonna be nginx deployment. The thing is that even it can have it can have the selectors and all, not selectors, label actually, but okay, let's not worry about that. The namespace, and that's gonna be full stack spec. How many replicas do I want? I want suppose 3 replicas in this case, and selector, on the basis of which selector this replica set will be selecting. So match labels, and app, that's gonna be what was the selector in our case? That was front end, right? I mean, selector can actually be anything, it's completely up to you. And we have the selector, then we'll have the template over here. The template will have the metadata, and this metadata will contain what? It will contain the label. So labels, and what is the label over here? App and front end. This thing is done, and then it will have spec. Will it have the spec? Template will have the specification, right? And then there are gonna be many containers here, and one of them is gonna be nginx app. What is gonna be the image? The image is gonna be nginx latest. What is gonna be the ports over here? What are gonna be the ports? Container port 80, and that is it. Let's simply apply this. Okay, apply f deployment. It's been created. So k get deployment, and belongs to the full stack namespace. So I have this deployment over here, and we needed 3, 2 of them are running. Okay, that's fine. Let's wait for a while. Why 2 of them are running? Why not 3 of them? Okay, now 3 of them are running. Now what we want? We want, suppose we want to see the replica sets. So the replica set is created as well. Now if we want to see the pods, so ultimately pods are created as well. So that's what we wanted. And what are we gonna be doing now? K delete deployment. What is the name of this? nginx deployment, and the namespace is full stack. Let me run this. K get deployment, that belongs to the full stack namespace. We don't have any. Alrighty, let's delete the namespace as well. So k delete namespace, and what is the name of the namespace? That's gonna be full stack. That's going to be deleted too. That simply means everything worked, and lastly we will be deleting or. So this is done. K get and lastly kind delete cluster. What is the name of the cluster? Local. So it will be stopping the cluster as well. So kind get clusters. We don't have any clusters as such. Let me just simply exit from here. We've gone through this already. We had to switch to the user mode, root user mode, because I'm not able to start my Docker desktop, but my Docker engine was running. So because of that thing, we just simply made it possible. And these are the configurations that we have written. Sort of like if you have written one configuration once, and if you learn how one is written, remaining ones are sort of the same one. So it's not really hard to just simply write the configuration on your own as well. Alrighty, so that was it in today's live. Actually, I don't know how long it's been, and now I'm gonna be learning more things. Even tomorrow, I will be talking about the Kubernetes section. We will be deploying, we will be creating an app. Backend is already ready. We have to just simply create the front end, and then we'll just simply work on that. And till then, take care, bye bye, and I'm gonna be catching up soon. Bye bye. Good night.